What's good, YouTube? Dom, Statement Sports Cards here, back with another video. Hope you're all doing well. I was hoping that my video for you guys this week would be me showing off the card that I picked up with my winnings from John Mangini's VR contest. Thank you so much, John. It was super generous. I appreciate you, the Misfits, and everybody who enjoyed my attempt at that. But that card has been delayed. It's supposed to come next week, so hopefully that will be coming to you guys sooner rather than later. But in the meantime, I was blessed to win another contest. Matt and Tyrus from THA Card Story, a really great father-son duo. They had a VR contest for what your second favorite sport was, and they gave away a little bit of everything, including my first ever baseball Funko Pop of Shohei Ohtani, who is an absolute unicorn. So awesome to watch him play, and it'll be interesting to see who pays him next offseason. I got a little Pokemon tin. I know Tyrus loves the Pokemon. I grew up as a big Nintendo fan. I played Pokemon games on my Game Boy and DS as a kid. It's a Zamazenta and a Smeargle. Look at the shine on that. So really cool there. And then they were just extremely generous, and they put 3 graded rookie cards of Hall of Famers. This is a 1992 Topps Shaquille O'Neal in a mint 9. The 1984 Topps Steve Yzerman, Red Wings, a PSA 8. And a card that I've wanted to own for a long time. The 1984 Topps John Elway rookie. This is a guy that doesn't get the credit he deserves when all-time talks come around because of the age of quarterbacks that we're experiencing right now. And it's a shame because this man was an amazing prospect. He was drafted in Major League Baseball. Actually played with the Yankees a little bit in the minor leagues. He was an amazing athlete, an amazing prospect. And up until Andrew Luck in 2012, every single quarterback prospect was, is he the best one since John Elway? This man would have dominated in today's league where you can't hit the quarterback as much. He was mobile, had a cannon for an arm, good football IQ, and he's just got a really beautiful rookie card. So thank you so much to Matt and Tyrus. I'll leave a link to their channel in the description. If you're not already subscribed to them, I don't know what you're doing. They are collecting Hank Aaron cards from both his playing days and post-playing days. They're working on a 1954 Topps set as well as a 1955 Bowman set. So all the vintage and stuff that you could possibly want there, and they're just really awesome people doing a VR for every single one of Hank Aaron's home run milestones at the end of the season. So say he hit 100 home runs after his second season, then when they hit 100 subscribers, that's when they do a giveaway. They're just super generous, super great members of this community, maybe the #1 fans of CSG in this community, and I really appreciate them. So thank you so much. We also had some great news from Cooperstown. The class of 2023 has a member in through the writers. Fred McGriff, the crime dog, will not be going into Cooperstown alone. And we have amazing third baseman Scott Rolen. This is 1995, a Bowman's Best. I snagged this at the National for $20 in an 8. I haven't been checking in on these, but I have to imagine with the Hall of Fame buzz that has went up significantly. It was a good deal then. Scott Rolen, a lot of people, whether they're casual fans or talking heads on radio and television, instead of celebrating that the Hall of Fame didn't pitch a shutout, we do have a Hall of Famer to celebrate this summer, and celebrating his amazing career, a lot of people choose to say, oh, this person should have also got in, or Scott Rolen wasn't as good as this player. Sometimes they're comparing him to people that are on the ballot with him, whether they have steroid and off-the-field problems like an Alex Rodriguez or an Omar Vizquel. And other times, people are comparing Scott Rolen to guys that weren't even on the ballot, like Pete Rose. Obviously, Pete Rose has Hall of Fame numbers, but the Hall of Fame has never had the opportunity to vote for Pete Rose, and they didn't have an opportunity to vote for him on this ballot. So nobody's saying Scott Rolen's better than Pete Rose. No one's saying Scott Rolen deserves to be in the Hall of Fame more than Pete Rose. But Scott Rolen, in his own merit, is a Hall of Famer. This man, 8-time Gold Glove winner. That's the third most by a third baseman in history. He was a big athlete, 245 pounds, the most innings ever played at the hot corner at that weight. It's part of the reason he had a shorter career. It took a toll on his knees. The vet in Philadelphia at the beginning of his career had AstroTurf that the players called AstroFault. It was terrible for his young knees, but it didn't stop him from running the bases hard, playing defense, and being a damn good hitter. If you look at seasons with 125 OPS plus or higher from a third baseman, he ranks 5th all time. You look at his numbers, he has over 300 homers, he has over 1,200 RBIs and 1,200 runs scored. He's one of only a dozen first basemen to do that. He's 9th all-time in WAR at the position of third base with 70.1. Rookie of the Year, just a consummate professional. He wasn't flashy. He was never considered the best player in his league, but he was the best player on multiple teams in the major leagues for a long time. And I look at it as you either have to have a very strong peak or you have to compile where you rank well within your position. And at the position of third base, one that's very underrepresented in Cooperstown, there's only 18 in Cooperstown right now. That will change with Adrian Beltre being first ballot next year. Scott Rolen, top 10 third baseman of all time when you look at all-around numbers, both traditional statistics and advanced statistics. I'm super happy for him and his family. If you guys didn't see the video of him telling his parents that he got into the Hall of Fame, it really just puts into perspective how big of an honor and how hard people work and the lives that are touched along the way with these Hall of Fame careers. And I'm super happy that the Hall of Fame decided to acknowledge someone this year. I understand it was a weaker ballot than other years, but we will have first ballot guys like Beltre and Ichiro and CC Sabathia coming down the pipeline, don't you worry.